Hey folks, welcome back to Disco Elysium. We are in the midst of some ambient music, and we are gonna study some stuff. First off, jamais vu. Revachol Special Administrative Region, Lukayu, the Insular Indian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insular Indian Mission Command, name after name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trouvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners. See if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts. The one you truly must complete. Oh, I thought those were already unlocked and that's why those had X's. That being the case, we are actually going to study indirect modes of taxation. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer State is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist, whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the Customs Agency and the banditos at the Insular Indian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. We have no empathy right now while we are acting like a lizard person. But that is not the point. Right now we have one goal. Okay, two goals. I said two goals.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Well, fuck off again, yes, but I found this mug in the trash. Is it yours? He stares at the yellow man mug, then suddenly he explodes. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. I haven't seen anything that funny in a while. Yeah, that suits the lorry driver. Is it yours? God damn. Oh, thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. Also, fuck off. Okay, 3 things. Okay, 4 things. Mañana? No, we'll get to mañana in a bit. We're gonna be impressive first. Or die trying. This is a racist.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
I mean...
Yeah, Measurehead. Your body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape. Say nothing. Size him up first.
You admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, sandwich.
Ham sandwich?
You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Look, my body is unimportant. I'm with the police, and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to
Al Ghul. His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
Think of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim? Is it really that bad? Okay. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned there. Enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Am Sandwich race is waning.
Look, I am the police, and I need you to comply.
Jerking motion. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
We were?
You gave the world eugenics,
Oh.
electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures.
Oh no.
Like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has
I wonder who those are supposed to be.
You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Hey! Look, just because I listen to some emo music.
Be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There's a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. Let's just push him. I'm sure that won't comically go wrong.
Right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity.
Am I holding the
By
crowbar?
fighting the other races to a great world war.
The stage of history, is this Soul Calibur? Or Concept?
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Huh.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul,
Hey.
your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art.
Our art is fine.
Phosphalix colors.
You're rude. This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, no, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive, remember? Communicate. We get a -1 because of that suggestion success. That's terrible. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race-naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Individualism is my jam. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs? No, I got it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. I can see that, rude. The Seminoles are the South Island race, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Aeropagais of ancient Percarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol? I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fanton, waiting on Immaculate Conception from the Pale. So you did not come from the islands? No. I have heard about it. On the radio. On the radio! So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol then. I'm from Cora... He changes tactics. And no, it is not just in Revachol. This city is central to the Seminese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have a distinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor. Kim, what do you think about this? I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. How do you know there'll be a next racist? There always is. Race is reality, he nods approvingly. You know anything about this mug? He does not so much as glance at the object. Know anything about it? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Really, does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs in the trash? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I need to set up a mute button. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to even mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorryman down the street and is absolutely right. Welcome to Revachol! You hear him yell at a red-headed woman visiting the Frit nearby. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. That's true. That is a noble cranium. But you got a hard noggin yourself. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. Alright, what else? It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of our ghoul. From what remains of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer, you are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Tourleclef and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep errors of Ubi. Hey, I like somebody from Ubi, okay? He's pretty rad. Interesting, so one of my ancestors from Tourleclef and the other from Vesper? Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of our ghoul. That is the only reason you are here. He's right. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober. I don't know about that. Ooh, we got him. Just like that. Instinct took over. A solid strike. Straight into his throat. Into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lips. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer. But we're not gonna bring a right hook. We're gonna be a little more extravagant than that. Welcome to the Matrix, Measurehead. Oh! The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. Okay, welcome to Revachol is the biggest asshole line of the whole thing. I refuse to do it. I am not that person. Disco Inferno, press the button. Burn, baby, burn. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side. Looks like you're the new measurehead now. No one is... Sorry. I was still stuck in the measurehead. No one is the new measurehead. I mean... No one is the new measurehead. Let's go. Before he gets up. The lieutenant makes haste towards the door. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Where's it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular? It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights. And they solve shit. Yeah, that's me. I just established my superstardom with a spin kick. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go! Actions. Lights. Lights. Camera. Action! With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. We are now in Sin City. It's on. Alright. We did a thing. And we get some Tare for it. Give me that bottle. You gonna be okay, man? Mostly your pride. The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and heavily. All right. Now the button... No, not you. The button leads to here, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. All right, start here. Every worker, member of the board, is written at the top of the flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Postcard, Le Jardin, 21. What's here in the John? Neat office shades. Ooh, visual calculus. Put them on. Oh yeah. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse down across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the Eastern Bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with the sound of music. With gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. These were stuffed away in the dock workers' union office. They're perfect for scribbling down paperwork when the sun tries to get in your eye. Good for staring down suspects, too. Eye of the Reckoner for visual calculus, but a bit dry and minus drama. What is taking away from our savoir-faire again? We got that in pants and shoes? Yeah, we need to find alternates for those and fast. Ooh, some magnesium. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient by now. Whew. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike use change." All right. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Muscle memory, go. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. In a crackle, someone picks up. They say, "Video Revachol, 24-hour rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lemmy. How can I help you?" The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. "What is this place?" "Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lemmy." Do you know me?" "No." "I meant, what is this place to me?" "Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here?" "Why did I call you?" "Maybe you wanted to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?" "My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Do you have anything on my name?" "Raphael, listen, I can't help you out over the phone. If you need further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. Are we done?" On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining, and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down towards the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed, with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up, and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly, you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit! It's over. Wait, what was all shit? It! It's it! What is it? It's it! What is it? Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hour. That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call. All right, we're done. Am I sorry I did it? Maybe a little. What is that? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Hey, wait. On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers. Oh, it's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this. Open it. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Mundi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Courant, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where imports are being sold. Anything interesting? It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. I don't think I have anything that ups volition, but we're gonna check before I do that. Yeah, okay. Just do it. Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Could I actually focus through not focusing? You're a police officer, not a spiritual hero. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all the shapes begin melting into each other. Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Yes. Right. Well, this is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we are not investigating an accounting mystery. Well, we just got a boost, and it unlocked the white check immediately, so... Oh, you're trying here, but the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers? I tried, folks. The drawer slides shut smoothly. Well, it's still the... Hang on. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Are you But I have a dock worker's pass. I wanted to do the savoir-faire jump. Come on. Take my dock worker card. Dang it, game. I really wanted to make that jump. The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on the back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. A police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. +1 esprit de corps, taking back the streets. +1 shivers, know thy neighborhood. That takes away the only +1 esprit de corps. And it gives us even more shivers. I'm up for that right now. Plus, now we're no longer getting rained on quite as much. Collecting rainwater. What's over here? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Stop! All around you, great machines in quiescence. I need more skill points. I really want to get Jamais-Vu. Right now would be vital. Give me the bottle. Why does this look familiar? For obvious reasons. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Really? They were almost in some sort of ritualistic shape there for a bit. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. How hard? Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. Must have been pretty hard. Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on. Kim is unconvinced. I've got a lot of tare, but guess what? Until we have a way to get some more money. We're not sleeping tonight, folks. This is the night watchman's booth. The door, or the name on the door, reads René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. Kim, I'm going to have a quick look inside. If you must. But please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up here. Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Take it. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out on a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabiner uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera. Why did you take that? I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. Of course you are. What murder investigation would be complete without an arbitrary photo collage? I can never tell how sincere or sarcastic some of our interactions are, and I'm okay with that. Have a seat. Rest. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin gray pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Breathe deep. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. What else have we got in here? The drawers are safely empty, save for some old-time sheets and receipts. Well, one drawer, or one small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. Read it. Oh boy, where to start on the side effects? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to l'opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. Wow. I'm scared. I will never be held or loved in this world again. Maybe this was a bad idea. We're not going to do this in front of Kim. If we do it later and alone. It is important to us. Well, Kim's opinion of us is important to us. Where is that? Unreachable from here, that's where it is. Oh. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. We are taking a path on the first day that I have not before, and this is exactly the kind of stuff I was hoping would happen. Crane control panel. A rusting control panel with several knobs. Two buttons marked Allume and Entendre are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allume, on. Entendre, off. On. With a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. Sure does. Hey, wait. Alright, good enough. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the crane rages in the distance. The crane can rest again now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Its purpose? What do you mean? Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest. I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. He looks at the crate. Except for seeing the crane in action, which, I admit, was satisfying. Entente. The crane does not return to its usual position. The crane does not move at all. No screech of metal when you push the button this time, only silence, as the crane remains in its state of dormancy. Kim, I broke it. All right. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Gewalsund. Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard. Kim, I think there's something about this one. You do? Because I don't. What? Why not? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It was hanging from the crane. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with cargo containers. We're here to talk to the Union, right? Knock. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The door seemed to be mechanically locked. Alright, nothing more to do here. Oh, wait, nope, stop. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. A pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Awfully familiar, huh? Give me that. The speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below, I presume that would say. Hey, Zaum. Your text is off the screen. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Fallen Ultra gloves. Half-life. Oh, because we needed more of that, didn't we? What's our current gloves? Electrochem? No, interfacing. A black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in a fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words, Revachol Fair, summer of 91. A long time ago. For ultimate performance efficiency, these Fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy patterning covering the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. Half-life, unfiltered contact. There's more money. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Ugh. Container, container, container. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Oh boy, these are both conversations. Oh soon, the green is gone and everything is red. Both of these conversations are ones that will take a whole video. Plants are happy, boots are shining, every man is fed. And it's a little early, but we're going to call it right here, folks. Leo, 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 oh, Everard will be pleased. So, I will see you again in the next one, folks. Take care.